welcome back to my channel. It is currently day 9 after getting my nexplanon removed, and I'm just gonna let you know now that the end is where it gets juicy. What is that? Guys, I have an object sticking out of my skin. I think I have a clogged milk duct. Okay, it's been 4 days and I'm still bleeding. But let's talk sex drive. But here is where it gets juicy, okay? I start bleeding and I actually have like a little rash down here now, like okay, I just woke up. My hand is super swollen. That's a good example.
He's not under the bed.
Okay, can you calm down? This is like 100% not what it's supposed to look like, but I don't really care. Okay, so it's been 24 hours. This is what it's like. It's looking like I'm gonna get like a line bruise. So I have no appetite. I borderline feel sick to my stomach, like nauseous. And something that I don't know if it is nexplanon related or because of the fact that I started leaking breast milk again last week. If you didn't watch that video, I'll have it linked up here. I stopped breastfeeding 5 months ago and then I started having symptoms and then my milk came back. Okay, this is how it's healing up, but definitely have like a line bruise. And it's weird, like you can feel, like right where the bruise is, there's a line like where you can feel that it used to be. Honestly, I might just take this off and put a band-aid on it. I feel like this is so sticky that when I take it off, it's gonna rip my arm open. Oh. What is that? I don't know if it's like, oh God. It's like inside me. Guys, I have an object sticking out of my skin. What is that? Okay. As far as my boob soreness goes, it's like, I think I have a clogged milk duct or something because it's like on the side and it hurts really bad. I'm drinking tea from a legit coffee mug. So I'm gonna change the bandage and I brought some scissors just in case that little piece is sticking out. I don't want it to like grow into my arm, so I might cut it. Okay, it's been 4 days and I'm still bleeding. I had this band-aid on yesterday and that's all the blood I got, so it's not like bleeding bad, but it is still bleeding. Here's a close-up for you guys. Look at my boo-boo.
It's so sad.
It's sad? Okay, now that's done with. Let's talk my boob pain. I woke up today with no boob pain. I'm pretty sure it was a clogged milk duct. It's all gone, like my milk is dried up. Okay, so a lot of people know that nexplanon causes bleeding. And for me, just a little back history on my bleeding over the past year. I got my nexplanon put in when I was 8 weeks postpartum, so I hadn't really like got my period back yet because I was still breastfeeding. And then I bled for 3 weeks after I got my nexplanon put in, but I stopped bleeding all the way up until 9 months postpartum. And at 9 months was whenever I stopped breastfeeding. And I bled for probably a good 3 months. And then I got like a 1 week break, but then I bled for like 2 more weeks. And then I had a 1 week break, and then I bled for 2 weeks. And then I didn't bleed for like 3 weeks. And that's when I felt the big, bad cramping. That was also the same week that I got my breast milk back. But on Thursday, when I went to go get my pap smear done, it kind of like leveled out. Like I didn't have to wear a tampon to my appointment on Thursday because I wasn't bleeding too bad. So on Monday when I got this taken out, I was still having a little bit of spotting, but I haven't had any spotting since then. So I wish I was one of those people that was like, oh yeah, I was bleeding for months and months and months. I got the nexplanon removed and I stopped bleeding. Like, yes, I stopped bleeding, but I also feel like it was time for me to stop bleeding, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm about to get real personal. In fact, I might even just record all of this, and Fidel's like, no, do not put this out on blast like that. So who knows? But let's talk sex drive. If you're a person who's looking into nexplanon, or if you want to get your nexplanon removed, there's probably some sort of maturity about you, because we're talking about birth control. Come on. During my pregnancy, I lost my sex drive, and that's normal for most women to lose their sex drive. It's nothing bad, it's what happens. And losing your sex drive is, Fidel describes it as you can't get turned on or horny. I hate saying that because it's kind of like saying the P word instead of vagina. Like, I just feel like it's a dirty term, but that's how he describes it, and it's pretty accurate. Even though I don't like those terms, I can't find any other way to describe it. The best way I can describe it, which isn't as good as the way he describes it, is you're still feeling it, like you're into the sex, like you're getting there, but it's not as great as it once was. Okay, now that that's over with, I lost my sex drive when I was pregnant, just like most women do, and I got my nexplanon put in shortly after not being pregnant, and I just never got my sex drive. It kind of became the new normal for me, and I never put 2 and 2 together that it was the nexplanon. Like, I even bought maca root because I heard maca helps with your sex drive, like it helps bring it back and regulate things. But yeah, I got it removed 4 days ago, and last night was, 3 days ago, and yeah, it's back. We're gonna call this a wrap for day 4 because we're talking about blood, boobs, and sex. That's birth control for you. What is up, guys? Today is day 7 of the nexplanon removal. Except I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat it. It is not day 7. It is actually day 9. But I've been trying to tell you this for 2 days. I just can't find time because I'm a mom and life. But here is where it gets juicy, okay? I start bleeding on day 7. It wasn't like blood, but it was like every time I pee and I wiped myself, there was blood, that kind of blood. On day 8 was when I needed some serious coverage, AKA tampons. And then today is day 9, and my bleeding has started to turn that like dark red and kind of like thickening up. Like, my period's going away. So I guess I had a 2-day period. I don't really know what happened, but 7 to day 9. Yeah, that's what happened. And I also haven't been keeping the Band-Aid on my arm. Okay, so 1 week after getting it taken out was when I started to really keep my Band-Aid off. I haven't worn a Band-Aid in 2 days, and you can see, like, I don't know if you can see it up here. You can definitely see it down here. And I've showered and I've scrubbed around it, and I actually have like a little rash down here now. Like, I got super irritated from the Band-Aid. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cut some of the scab off, because remember that disgusting thing I showed you where it was like still attached to my body? I haven't cut it yet, but it's like, yeah, you can kind of see how it's like, it's super gross. Pretty sure I'm gonna cut it. I'm so blurry. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep filming if I bleed, if I get boob pain, if I get irritable and moody and crying, and this procedure that I'm gonna do at home. I'm gonna film all of that, and I'll probably do a like 1 month after nexplanon removal. I'll make that kind of upload. I'm really excited to see when I get my full period back. Like, even though I bled for 2 days, it was kind of just like spotting. I put like 3 tampons in, and now it's gone. But I am making a nexplanon series, so to see that, click over here, and to see more of how this is all going, click over here. And I will see you next time. Bye.